We are Sean and Pia, van lifing at Sequoia National Park with our 3 chihuahuas. The weather is hot and we need to keep our dogs safe and cool during this time. We'll show you how we maintain our power while we go around sightseeing. Please join us, like and subscribe to our channel. Good morning from Lodgepole Campground. We got the doggies refreshed. Probably gonna see if we can take a little hike with them. And got some people already going up to the falls. We're enjoying the creek. Looks like a beautiful warm day up here in the mountains. We'll show you around. We're getting ready. Got some toast going, more coffee. Chihuahuas are ready to go for little walkies. Maybe a little car ride as we check out more of Sequoia. We know that most people around here take the shuttles, kind of like Zion and Yosemite, but that's not going to be dog friendly for us, so we're going to figure it out.
Hi everyone, we are out of our campsite heading down to go sightseeing here at Sequoia National Park. We were trying to go to the visitor center, but there was no parking, so we couldn't get there. We'll try again this afternoon when it's less crowded. So we also tried to go to the general tree and couldn't get there because it was also too packed. And now we are, where are we going now?
There's a museum and we're in the giant forest right now, so it's a bunch of sequoias that we're driving through.
And the one thing I did notice, the roads seem pretty narrow over here. It's really tight on space and you don't have a lot of room to walk here on the edge of the road. So you gotta be careful when you're driving.
Huge trees.
But yeah, trees are amazingly beautiful and we are excited to be able to see this national park because it's huge. Both Kings Canyon and Sequoia National Park right next to each other. Beautiful trees, beautiful park. So last night when we slept, I think it got down to around 66, between 63 to 67 degrees. It was tough at first to try to go to sleep because it was super hot inside the van. We had our windows open, we turned the AC on for just a little bit, but we had the fans on all night, so that kind of helped. The dogs slept really well though, and as soon as the temperatures dropped down to 60s, they got even more comfortable. It was just comfortable for everyone. And today is supposed to be a little bit warmer. I think it's supposed to get up to 84, 86 degrees. Just being out in the sun, it's already really warm, and we have to wait until it cools down this evening to walk the dogs because we don't want their paws getting burned. So dogs are not allowed on the trails, so we won't be bringing them in the trails with us. Right now we're just driving around trying to look for the next place to go to. Sean mentioned there is a museum here, so at the same time we're also charging our Volta battery. That way when we go.
Big Trees Trail.
check out the area. We'll leave the AC on running for the dogs.
This is at the museum parking. And got some sequoias and picnic spot here. Oh, honey. So we are here at Sequoia National Park. We left Lodgepole and we're driving around because we have the dogs with us, trying to find a spot to go get some pictures of the sequoias. But right now it is packed everywhere for parking in the park, so we're a little bit outside the main area, but we wanted to pull over to see this view for you guys. We're about 6,000 feet up, and this is a big old canyon. As you can see, they've unfortunately been fighting fires up here a lot. Let's see if we can take a quick look. So this is the view at the very top of the hill, about 6,000 feet. And this is the General Lee Road, or General's Road. So this is more the south entrance, pointing down to LA. And we came in kind of off the Fresno side of 180. That goes right through Kings Canyon. So we'll probably go up that way again tomorrow. But we have two full days here, so we're definitely gonna explore as much as we can. We tried to check out the museum and General Sherman Tree area, but they have them both blocked off right now because there's so many people. And the Crystal Cave is just a little bit up that way. And that was also blocked. I think it's closed actually. But it's beautiful up here. It's a really, really nice, and it's not 115, so that's also awesome.
Dogs are sniffing out their treats on this puzzle. So I always like to do this to keep them occupied while we're stopped. Sean is at the museum. I decided to stay behind so I can make sure the dogs stay cool. Got the AZ on. I did have our portable fan that doesn't require to be hooked up into, or does not have to be plugged in right now, so that they're plenty cool. So I got one of these Waggle pet monitor, and it's worked out well so far. And although I have the door open, I did set the temperature up to 84. It's currently 85 in the van right now. I had installed these blackout curtains that is helping keep the van cool. And then with the dogs, I put this little fan facing in there so that while we're driving, they can stay cool inside the van. And they're doing a great job looking for their treats.
So this is one of my favorite spots because we can check out some history of the area. Pia is hanging out with the doggies for now, just average. This is the sentinel tree. About 2,200 years old. The museum was pretty small. Some of the museums, don't have a ton of content, but really cool. Another description that sequoias really live at this elevation only, and it's really tough to burn them, especially the older ones. So there's a big tree trail down here we're gonna check out. Behind me is an example of what we just saw in the museum. Fire has shaped this forest, and the bigger, older sequoias did not burn because the bark is so thick. They've stayed healthy and kept the forest going even amidst all of the burning over the years. Right behind me, aside from the massive traffic, it's the day after 4th of July here, 2024. You see the continuation of the Big Trees Trail and just a huge amount of sequoias all around. It's gorgeous. This is probably one of the more amazing shaded, hidden type of trails that we hadn't heard about, but really cool spot. And unfortunately dogs were not allowed, so Pia's back with them in the van, in the AC, and I did a quick little jaunt around this about like 1.5 mile trail, which also has some offshoots up into the hills here, one of which is called Bear Mountain. So I'm gonna go see if she wants to come back here really quick while we're parked and see it, since it's so close.